Hey, friends.
Hey. So we're doing something a little bit different, okay? So growth elevation, all right? So we're changing it up a little bit, all right? We're not doing warnings and heads up. We're doing energy check-ins, all right? What is the energy around you for this week, okay? And we're kind of changing up the vibe and the energy that we are calling in because that's important. So we're going to start off with our cardinal signs. So if you have Aries, Libra, Capricorn, or Cancer in your chart, or, of course you have it in your chart, but if you have any of those placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Uranus, Jupiter, I don't care, okay? Or the message resonates with you, then it is for you. And do not forget, we do have an extended where we're going to get your money messages and your love messages. Okay, cardinal signs. We have love, trouble, accusations, and protection from a powerful friend. All right? So let's check in with this energy. All right, Spirit. So the energy this week surrounding our cardinal signs. The energy this week surrounding the cardinal signs. All right. We have love here. Why is love here for our cardinal signs? Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn energy. Dang. Okay. All right. So the energy around love right now, cardinal signs, you guys, if you are in a connection or you are entertaining someone or dealing with someone, this is really an energy of you kind of taking your power back and putting your foot down on what your standards, what you expect, what you don't expect, what you're willing to invest in, what just feels like it's moving too slow. You're really okay. Whatever connections that you're in, you're really looking at it like, is this really worth my time and my energy? Even if you feel like it's worth your time and energy, this is still you looking at it like, okay, this is worth my time and energy. However, does it meet my needs? Is it going at the pace that I want it to go in? Some of you guys are going to be making a big choice because some of you guys just feel like this does not fit into my life, where my life is headed. You guys are bossing up in your life as far as like taking control in your life in a lot of different areas. And even if you have like a situation or a side boo or something that's going on, you may really be looking at that like, you know what? They're nice, they're cool and all that. But I just don't have the motivation to focus on that. Because what this looks like, this really looks like this is geared more towards the people that don't necessarily have something stable. If you're in something that is very stable, like you are married to the love of your life or you're dating the love of your life, you're like, we have no issues, we have no problems, we're good. This is still an energy of like you saying, because this situation is solid and stable, I think it's safe for me to take my focus out of that a little bit right now because I have other areas of my life that I want to focus on right now. And this is stable, where I can kind of take my eyes off of it and kind of focus on something else. If you're not with something that's stable, or it is something that you just feel like this person is a placeholder until the real thing comes along, or I entertain this person, just because it's, familiar or whatever, this is the energy of like you saying, you know what? At the end of the day, there's confusion here. At the end of the day, there's, I like the way they make me feel, but they're a little bit inconsistent, or there's just certain things that they don't show up for me like I really want them to show up for me. And I don't see this as being a conversation. You're making the decision on your own to like, you know what? I don't have the time to focus on that. I'm going to focus on this. Now, for those of you guys who are choosing to take your focus out of the situationship or something that you already feel like, I'm just here. I'm not, I can tell you right now, I'm not going to stay in this situation. I can already tell you right now, like I'm trying to get my ish together, so I can leave this person. Because with the tower here, for some of you, that is what this is. For some of y'all, something happens this week that really makes you feel like, you know what? Let me start focusing more on my money and getting stuff stable and paying off debt and being more consistent, because I'm going to be done with this person. And some of you guys just feel like when you're in situations and stuff, that this situation is not moving forward because there's something this person's not telling me. There's misinformation. Like there's just things that don't add up. And I just don't care anymore. I'm not willing to stay in this situation. You're losing the motivation to entertain something that either you already know you shouldn't entertain, or you just feel like you don't care. Okay. For others of you guys, and this is for a small few of you, I did see an energy of, if you guys have somebody who is trying to gain the upper hand over like your reputation, like this is somebody that you were dating or you're currently going through a divorce, or something like this, and they're just like bad mouthing you. It kind of gives the energy of like trying to beat you to the punch sort of thing. You are still looking at that like, you know what? Normally, I would like they behind it. Or normally, you know what? Since you want to talk so much, like normally I would, post the truth. Like while you think you're hurting me with a lie, I can turn your world into shambles with the truth. But this is still an energy of you like, you know what? I am going to ignore them and just focus on myself. That's the best thing that you could possibly do, because it showed that person losing the motivation to constantly make you look bad because you're not focusing on them. It doesn't match up to what they're saying. You not focusing on them and focusing on your money, not focusing on love, not focusing on clearing your name, accepting that you're the villain in someone's story. Every time somebody checks on you or every time somebody checks in, it gives the energy of you growing, elevating, glowing up. So this person kind of loses with the last cards I saw were the Three of Wands in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the World. So it gives the energy of like they're going to eventually get burnt out because they don't have any energy to pull from you to stay motivated. There's no tit for tat. It's no fun when you argue with yourself. You know what I mean? On top of that, they're starting to look stupid because you're not bothering them. You're not entertaining them. So they really look like, why won't you just leave cardinal placement alone? Every time we go to their page, they're not talking about you. They're not responding to you. Like, it's a little weird. Okay. All right. The next card, and the next card is Trouble and Accusations. All right. Trouble and Accusations. Why is this here for the energy check-in? For the energy surrounding them this week? It's funny that I felt guided to tell you about that little tidbit because Yo, listen, that really goes for some of y'all because this is giving like a more detailed, yeah. All right, troubles and accusations, okay? This here looks like someone is going to try to bait you into engaging with them again. You have detached or walked away from someone. You just don't see things working out, or it's an energy of you just don't see a solution in a situation, so you're not entertaining it anymore. Someone feels very defeated by you not engaging with them anymore. So they're going to try to trigger your emotions. What's interesting here, the only cardinal sign I don't see here is Cancer. I see Libra, I see Aries, I see Capricorn, okay? But this still goes for Cancer energy. But here, I really do see that trouble and accusations do not allow somebody to bait you into engaging negatively with them, because and I don't necessarily see you doing it, because here with the Seven of Wands, you are very protective of your stability and of your energy. And you're walking away from whatever this person is trying to do. This person is trying to engage the old you. And you know what? Because you know what? I take that back, because I see the Queen of Cups here. That would include Cancer energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, but Cancer for the sake of this cardinal sign reading. So everybody is here. This tells me that this person feels as though as long as they have control over your emotions, which is your reaction, and being able to trigger a emotional reaction out of you, the Devil card, they feel in control. They feel like they have power. The moment that you are not engaging, I kind of feel like this person, it's them. It's almost like the obsession turns internal. And what do I mean by that? Instead of them attacking you, you not engaging, they eventually, King of Swords, detach and start obsessively internalizing why you must have detached. Did you detach because you've moved on and you're dating someone else? Did you detach because, what do you have going on that is so amazing to where you detach? This is somebody that cannot fathom that you're detaching, because you are in King of Pentacles energy. You are stable. You are grounded. You're not taking unnecessary risk. Like, you really have things going for you. You're walking away from that because you're in this Emperor energy. You have complete control over your life right now and your emotions, and you're very stable right now. So this is the energy of somebody who may try to bait you by causing trouble or accusing you of something. They're going to try to bait you emotionally because they feel like that's the one way to kind of get you to kind of come out. I also see an energy of this is not for everybody, but I do see an energy here of be careful. Be careful of somebody projecting their own issues onto you. Some of you guys are going to be in a situation, especially if you're in some type of connection, but this could also be at work. This is somebody that is starting to see that you are glowing up or leveling up above them. This could be at work. This could be within a friend circle, okay? This is someone that may accuse you of trying to create income for yourself or save income, or you're not wanting to spend money or do certain things because you're trying to leave. You're trying to leave this job. You're trying to leave a relationship. You're trying to leave a friend group. And, because for some of you, I don't know why, but I get an energy of like, if this is a friend group too, somebody is like accusing you of like trying to like level up on the group. Like, it's weird, but this is the energy of like, you guys are becoming very possessive over your place in your life and what you expect from yourself as well as the people around you. Some of the people may feel very triggered, friends group wise. Now that I drunk all my water, now I gotta go get some more. Sorry. But some of these friends groups, they may be a little bit triggered because they may feel like, based off this spread, this 8 of Cups, that you're going to be walking away and you're going to want to have friends that are powerful like you or on the same level as you. It's them feeling left behind. This is their energy, not yours. So be careful of that, okay? So some of you guys have people that are realizing that they're losing their control over you. Even if they never had control over you, they think they did. And they can clearly tell that they're losing their control or their influence over you. And that's a problem for them. Some of them, they don't like that. All right, last card, protection from a powerful friend. All right, cardinal signs, what's this about? Protection from a powerful friend. Protection from a powerful friend. Protection from a powerful friend. Why is this here for the cardinal signs? For this energy check-in. Ooh. Who is this powerful friend? I find this very interesting. Are you the powerful friend here? What's interesting is I don't feel like this is actually a friend. This more so gives the energy of just a powerful entity. This could be a system, a government entity, or some type of structure. I don't know what's going on in your energy, cardinal signs. This whole energy here reads of you taking power and control back of your life. And certain people around you are very triggered by this because they thought it's because like you coming into some type of power within yourself or taking your power back in some way, they're realizing just how much of a hold they no longer have over you. This honestly, guys, this looks like some type of like authority system or structure. Okay. There is someone who's trying to have control over you, but there's a system that you're going to use to override their control. This is like your intuition telling you. This is the energy of like you having, okay, like let's say you have a boss, okay, and your boss, you're missing funds out of your check, okay, and you keep trying to tell your boss, hey, I'm still missing $60 for my check or something like that. And they're like, okay, I'll take care of it. Okay, I'll take care of it. And you're like, look, I can't keep coming to work and my check is short. And they're like, yo, I said I was going to give it to you, but I need you to work this shift or whatever else. This is the energy of you feeling like, you know what? Instead of going back and forth with this person and having to keep my mouth closed and not curse them out like I want to, because I really want my money, I'm going to just go to HR. And this is a situation where by telling HR, it gets dealt with, but it's also an energy of, I don't know what this is, but it's like the way you present it, don't present it in an emotional way, present it in a way of just facts. Like, this is you coming through as the King of Swords. Here are the facts. These are the days that I worked. This is how much money that I should be getting. I'm $60 short. These are the text message or the information through emails where I talk to this King of Pentacles, explaining, hey, my check is short. It's still not fixed. Is there something you could do about this? Because there's no way that I should still be on the schedule, if my money is not being taken care of. And then the last card here is the King of Pentacles. So it gives this, like, where you once felt helpless within something, you're going to realize that you're not helpless. There is a system that is going to protect you from having to just kind of suck it up and be nice and deal with whatever this person is dishing out to you. And I just use the example of a job, but this could be any system. This could be with the government. This could be, IRS. This could be, if you owe a ticket, or, this could be, where you're in a legal battle with somebody when it comes to money. Okay. Whatever this is just the energy of someone feeling like they have the upper hand. And at some point you realize, you know what? I don't have to go back and forth with this person. I don't have to beg and plead, because there's a system that is bigger than this person that will handle this. And the bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. So it definitely gets handled. And with that Page of Cups, it gives me the energy of like this person that was once very detached, very cold, didn't really want to answer your questions. They come in, hey, how you doing? HR called me. Everything good with your check? Like this person, you see what I'm saying? Okay, so that's what I have for you, cardinal signs. Let me know down in the comments, does this energy resonate for the energy that's around you right now? For what's happening in your life right now? Let me know. Okay, hang on, let me take care of this real quick. Okay. So. Okay, fixed signs. So for fixed signs, we're doing a little bit something different here. You guys know in life we have change and elevation and evolution. Okay, so instead of doing weekly vibes where we're just getting like warnings and heads up, okay, we're evolving to, we're just doing an energy check-in. What is the energy around you right now? What do you need to know about the energy around you right now? Okay, transits change all the time. Therefore, the energy around us is changing all the time. So we are on fixed signs. Your fixed signs are going to be your Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius, okay? So wherever you have that in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Jupiter, Uranus, I don't care, okay? If it resonates with you, it's for you. I am going to be doing an extended where we're getting your love messages and your career and messages. What is the energy in your career? Or what's the energy in your finances right now? What is the energy in your, what is the, sorry. What is the energy in your love life right now? Okay? All right. Okay. All right, so we have period of ill health. Elephant, a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. So let's see what this is about. We have a period of ill health and depression. Why is that here for the fixed signs? Ooh, yay. Well, something is coming out for everybody to see or know. Okay. All right, look. Okay, I'm getting two different types of energy here for you. For one, I'm getting the energy of, I don't know what side you guys are on. You'll know what side you're on, okay? But this is the energy of somebody's become overwhelmed with the facade that they've been putting on. They have not been able to keep up the lifestyle or whatever they've been trying to do to save face or to make it seem as though they have it all together. It's going to start leaking out. And it may just start leaking out for group one, especially if they were doing it to antagonize another person. So I don't know, maybe, okay. If you were trying to save face and you didn't want somebody to know that they you know, hurt your feelings or did you grimy or just whatever, and you were overextending yourself and kind of doing the most to kind of save face, that's going to start to fall apart. There's cracks that are going to start to come into that. And the reason being is, one, for some of y'all, the other person, their life is leveling up in ways that doesn't make sense while yours is going in it's like, it's going to show that you were posting things to save face because you can't keep up this facade. While it shows that there's someone else who was not putting up a facade, they were investing in themselves, or they were investing in their healing or their growth or their resources, and they're protecting their peace. And there's like a contrast between two situations, okay? Granted, you could be the person. Now, if somebody was antagonizing you and somebody was posting and trying to do things to make it seem like they were, you know, living the best life or whatever the case is, there's a shift or some type of growth that starts happening to where this person feels like they can't keep up with you. It's like they want to keep up with you, so people think that they're growing and evolving just like you. So if it is you that was being bullied, or, you know, someone trying to outshine you or something, you're going to start to see with the World card here that's coming to an end. And plus, we got this King of Wands in reverse. So like I said, for some of y'all, that's you. Only you know where you fit into the story. But if you're new to this channel, even when I did, you know, fire signs, air signs, whatever, every time I tap into fire sign energy, y'all are always dealing with other people that have other fire sign placements, because the energy, it always normally comes out like dual energy. Like I'm reading for people that have fire placements and are dealing with people who also have, you know, somebody with fire placements. So you put yourself in the story where you fit in. Okay. So, I see someone feelings like it's sending them into like a mental spiral. But if this is you, you need to get some type of counseling or some type of help, because what it looks like is your pride and your ego is so big. You don't want anybody to know just how far you went to make something look good when it wasn't. And it's eating you alive. But with this Seven of Wands, you're trying to protect your pride and your ego. And I see Nine of Swords here. So you need to get some type of counseling or some type of help, because it looks like mentally the crash out only gets worse. It doesn't get better. Now, for those of you that you're going to tell me, oh, that wasn't me, I was the person that was being bullied, just know that I see you coming out of the Nine of Swords energy, where you're no longer up late at night trying to figure out why, you know, why am I having to go through this? I'm not bothering this person. This person is continuously bothering me. You have found peace. Seven of Pentacles, started investing in your time, resources, your energy, and you are protecting that Seven of Wands. Okay. Now, let's say, SJ, nobody's bullying me. I don't know what you're talking about. Cool. This is still an energy that I'm talking to people here that had the mindset of fake it till you make it. You have tried to be in some type of boss energy, thinking that if I am in this type of boss energy, I will level up. I can do this. You have been trying to look like the Empress or the Emperor, and it has not been working. There's something that has not been clicking. And for you, you feel like this should have happened by now. Like, I don't see any progress. I don't see any growth. There's no level up. Here's the thing. With this period of ill health and depression, with the World card here, I do see you completing that cycle. And the energy of this week is the energy that you're in. The moon is in reverse. So it's telling me where you were once confused as to like, I just don't see what I'm doing wrong. I just don't see. you're going to see it. Empress and Seven of Pentacles. You're putting your energy into the wrong things. Your energy, instead of trying to, okay, because, you know, everybody says, and you are supposed to, okay, move as if you already have it, right? When you're trying to manifest and trying to level up, okay? That's not what you were doing. When you take those rose-colored glasses off, you're going to realize that what you were doing was trying to protect your pride and ego. You were trying to save face. You were not embodying the Empress or the Emperor. You were embodying the energy of someone who just wanted to look like they had it all. Like, I just want to make it look like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not struggling. But the Emperor or the Empress, they don't get, a person doesn't become an emperor or an empress because every day is roses. They had to become the Empress. They had to become the Emperor. And that means failing sometimes. That means everything doesn't always go to plan sometimes. But we don't hold on to what doesn't work. We continue and move on and say, hey, this didn't work. Let's move forward and not do this. Seven of Pentacles, but you're going to figure that out, because Seven of Pentacles tells me you're going to stop investing in the things that didn't work, and you're going to start investing in the things that do work. Now, on the Seven of Pentacles card, he not only has planted these Seven of Pentacles, but he's standing over the harvest watching it. Okay? I feel like you guys are going to stop doing that, because when you put too much time and energy watching for the growth, you're not in the moment of embodying that. And what I mean by that is, if you're telling me that you want to be successful and you want to make, I don't know, let's just say you want to make $10,000 a month and you want to be successful. Every time that you hand in a report, or let's just say, okay, just for sake of argument, let's just say that you're a content creator. Every time you post a video, you're not going to hover over that video to see, okay, it had 10 likes the last time I looked at it, come back. All right, got 11 likes. That's not what you do. That's not how that investment happens. You post that video and you let it go with complete faith, Empress energy. I know that those people that resonate with this message, they're going to find me. Meanwhile, while this video is posted, let me go and create a product that, you know, I can sell or that I can promote, or my services. Let me go update my website. You are moving as that of the Empress, who is in a receiving energy. She's receiving, you know, the welcoming in new people. She's receiving these different avenues of, you know, wealth. She's not standing there hovering over it like, oh my God, oh my gosh, all right, we have 10 likes. Yes, we have 11 likes. Because there's other stuff that you have to do. That's survival mode. That is a lack of faith. Okay? So, with a period of ill health and depression, I feel like you guys are coming out of a cycle where you just feel like something you were doing was not working, and you're going to realize what about it was not working, and you're going to invest in a different way to accomplish what you're wanting to accomplish. Okay? And what I like is that once you figure it out, Seven of Wands, you're standing 10 toes down. You're like, yo, I set this investment. I'm not giving up on this investment. I don't care how long it takes to bloom. I know it's going to bloom because I am in my Empress energy. I'm in my Emperor energy. I'm not trying to be a King of Wands and be seen. I'm not worried about being seen. I know I'll be seen. I know I'll get that promotion. I know that I'll get that job I put my resume in for. I'm not going to obsess over it. I'm just going to be in this receiving energy. So there's some type of fog that you guys are coming out of, and you're getting back onto a track where you're going to start to notice that I heard accolades. You guys are going to be in more of a receiving energy. You're going to start noticing all the things you were trying to force to happen as soon as you let go and just let them happen. You invested in them. I'm going to keep investing in them and let them happen. It's like they start coming in. You start receiving the accolades. You start receiving the calls. You start receiving the money. You start receiving, you see, there's a receiving energy that's happening because you're like letting go of one way of doing something that clearly wasn't working. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser in the end. I love when Spirit does this and they all line up. Okay. Ooh, I like this. Yeah. This is the energy of you coming out of an energy where you were depending on other people. You're depending more on yourself. And when I say depending more on yourself, this is the energy where you may have felt like you needed help, or it's something where you just were not sure that you'd be able to provide or to do, or in some type of way. This is a survival mode energy. This is like a fear of, like, I don't, like, almost, this is somebody who likes money, but money just slips through their fingers all the time. They have a hard time holding on to money, but they're obsessed with money. And I'm not saying you're obsessed with money. Maybe you are. It's a safe space. You know what you are and what you're not. But I feel like what you're realizing is that your emotions are tied to how well you're doing financially. Like, if your finances aren't good, you don't have a good day. When your finances are doing bad, you're not the best to the people around you. Now, because this is a journey, either physical or mental, I feel like you guys are coming out of a journey where you are realizing how much your mental and your emotional is affected by what is happening in your money or what's happening in your resources or stability, more so than what you realized before. Again, I have to say this again. This could also be tied to if you're dealing with someone who controls money or finances or anything. I mean, it could be a boss. It doesn't necessarily have to even be a romantic interest. It's like you're tired of being somebody's stability, emotional stability, because their finances are off, or at your job when your boss starts doing the absolute, most because they're going through something, you already know, oh, they're going to give us extra reports. It's going to be a hard night because they're in a bad mood. Like, there's something here. Because for some of you, this is your energy. And you're realizing just how much your emotions and your physical. Some of you guys are also realizing, when I'm not eating well, when I'm not exercising, when I'm not taking care of myself, when I'm not taking my mental health serious, you know what I mean? Or overloading myself, my physical health affects my money. It affects my relationship with money. It affects my energy with money. There's just something here where it's like something that didn't make sense before. It makes sense now, because now you're being a lot more strategic about what you put your energy into, because now you understand, I really love my cousin, but when my cousin calls me and is in their pessimistic, Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, oh, the world is so dim. Like it just affects you. It affects you and you become an emotional spender. Like they drain your energy and you're like, you know what's gonna make me feel better? Some new shoes, a bag. Or you're like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and take myself out to Longhorn and get some drinks and dinner. Like it's something to where you guys are realizing you have to be more careful what you're putting your energy into because it is affecting your money, your energy, and how you spend it and what you do with it. What I like about this, is you stop being codependent on other people's energy or lack thereof. And for some of you, you're really going to start to see that like people are only able to do this because I answer my phone or I engage with them and they're able to pull on my energy. It's going to make you realize just how abundant and strong your personal energy is. And you're going to start protecting your energy, protecting who you talk to, what you talk about, and you're going to see like how your money starts to change. Or I just heard the flow of money. How money comes to you is not even in a last minute type of way. You start to receive more overflow versus receiving money, and when I say survival, like it almost gives an energy of like when you absolutely need it and you're down to the wire. This is going to be more of an energy of like receiving abundance. I love that for you. I love that for you. All right. Successfully overcoming a problem. All right. So, all right. Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, and Leo. Successfully overcoming a problem. What is the energy that we're tapping into here for this week? Successfully overcome the problem. What is the problem? And I'm using a new deck. This is so good. Yes, you are. The Wheel of Fortune. I love this for y'all. Yep. I love this for you. All right. The problem that you were having is it felt like no matter how hard you work, you were barely making ends meet, or there was some type of financial loss or struggle or just a financial lack that you were in. You're coming out of this. There's a Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a turn in your fate. There's a new beginning that's ending some type of Three of Swords energy. So you're either going to be getting an offer or creating an offer. And it's letting me know that I was going to tell you, you're going to have a moment this week of like, I'm leaving all that ish behind me. I'm moving into my future. I feel good. You're taking a leap of faith. You're taking a leap of faith. And it doesn't even feel like you have fully recovered from some loss. That is why it is such a big leap of faith. So this really could be like, I mean, because honestly, what it looks like is you're taking a chance on something. And it's really out of faith. Because logically, either this offer it's whatever this is, it's like, it doesn't make logical sense to take this chance. But with this Wheel of Fortune here, it's an energy of like, I can feel that this is a good thing. The Fool card. This is a fresh beginning, and I know it is. This fresh beginning is what, because I don't feel like you're fully out of the lost yet, or you have fully healed yet. But I do feel like you have accepted the loss, but it's just you're still in grieving, if that makes sense. But with this Page of Pentacles here, there's an offer here, or there's a manifestation that comes in, or there's, yeah, listen, this is really, you are taking a leap of faith while you're still grieving something. And that's why it doesn't make logical sense to you. You're a fixed sign. You don't really like change, right? But what this is telling me is this is you contemplating, you know what? It can't get any worse than what it already is. What's the worst that can happen than where I'm already at? I'm already at a loss. I'm already upset, or I'm already sad, or I'm already going through what I'm going through. There's no reason to stay in this energy and not take a leap of faith, because I'm in this energy, and my only options are either I'm in this energy and I'm doing nothing and I'm just wallowing in it, or I'm in this energy and I take a leap of faith. And if things, this offer comes in, this job comes in, or something comes in, at least I'll still be grieving or going through what I'm going through, but at least I have something to look forward to. So I'm going to apply for this job, even though I don't fully qualify for it. I don't meet all the qualifications, or I don't have all the certifications. That's fine. What's the worst that could happen? They're going to tell me no. I'm going to apply for this promotion. I'm going to upload that YouTube video. I'm going to start doing whatever you're, trying to do, because it's like, what's the worst that can happen? I'm going to ask for that loan, or I'm going to, whatever this is. It's like, what's the worst that could happen? I'm still, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still grieving for something. I'm still going through something, and I'm going to be going through it regardless. So I need to move. So this is the energy of, instead of like in the past, you may have wallowed in something, or let's just say you're like, but SJ, I'm not going through, any type of loss in that regard. This is still an energy of like trauma. So there could be a trauma around, I'm already at a low point, and in the past, when I've tried to apply for another job or tried to create something, it didn't work out. It just made me even more sad, or it even made me more depressed, or it just made me feel even worse. So like, why would I do that? But there's just something here that just says, you know what? If it happens again, then I know how to handle it, because I've gone through that before. But what if it works out? Like, what if I start doing this and really start making this kind of money? Or what if I apply for this job and they actually call me back? There is something here with this Wheel of Fortune and this Four of Swords, where you're just in the Fool card, where you're just like, it's a feeling. It's like your luck is starting to change, and you're like, I'm going to do it. But the Page of Pentacles is here. So it's telling me that it brings hope to you. It brings hope to you. Okay? The Page of Pentacles is a start. It is a planner. It is a student. It is some type of stable offer. It is a promise that is kept. Okay? It's some type of communication. This is a skill that's developed, a financial opportunity. This is something that gives you some type of grounded hope. And I love that for you. Where's my deck? Look what's at the bottom of the deck. The Queen of Pentacles. Well, what do you know? And look what's at the top. The World. The World card talks about completion after a cycle. Or, I'm sorry, completion. It talks about closure. It can talk about the World Wide Web. Okay. Ooh, and I forgot. Okay. So hopefully YouTube don't got no problem with that because I forgot with the world card because she ain't got no clothes on. They don't really like me to do that. Oh, I hope nothing happens to this video. Sorry guys, I got excited. But with that world card there, okay, this tells me that it is like success after completion. So it's like you're completing a cycle by putting closure to it, and you're putting closure to it by not responding the same way that you did in the past. Whereas the past, you were like, when I would try to apply for a job or to try to create something, it wouldn't work, And so like, I don't want to deal with extra heartbreak on top of heartbreak, but something tells you that this time is different. Something starts pushing you to move different. Just do it. Just apply. Just create it. Just do it, I love that for you. You guys let me know if this resonates with you guys, okay? Let me know if this resonates with you. Let me know if this is currently the energy that is around you. All right. Hello, mutable signs. Okay, so we're doing a little bit something different. You guys know we're all about the weekly vibe, warning, heads up, or what you need to know at this time. But we're all about elevation, evolution, and growth around here, okay? So instead of worrying about warnings and heads up, we're going to start worrying about the current energy because transits change all the time, okay? So what energy is around you? What can you expect from this energy? What is happening? What is going on? All right. There's going to be an extended. We're going to do with the current energy of your finances and the current energy of your love life. Okay. Access to that extended is in the description box below. All right. So for you guys, if you are a Gemini, if you have Gemini, Sagittarius, Pisces, or Virgo placements in your chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, Uranus, Jupiter, I don't care, okay? If you have any of those placements, or if these messages resonate, then they're for you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and tap into this. We have Horse, a short journey, Caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming, and Pleasure with a close friend. Ooh. All right, let's see what's going on here. Short journey. Yes, I told you. Okay, yes it is. All right, thank you, baby. All right, we have Horse, short journey. Why is Horse, short journey here for the mutable signs? Well, I'll be doggone. All right. If you're currently, because for some of you, this is somebody you could be currently dealing with. This is somebody that is holding back from being impulsive or holding back their feelings from being impulsive. Okay. I feel like this is somebody that is not telling you how they feel. Or this is somebody that it's like, this is somebody who they're creating a problem where there's not a problem. They're creating conflict within themselves. This is someone who has conflicting feelings or actions. Their words and actions don't necessarily match. And they're not really explaining too much. If that's the case, I just see you holding back from this person. Or I see holding back from this person. So with short journey, I feel like this isn't going to last for long. At some point, this is somebody who is going to come rushing in because I don't know what it is But there's something here where somebody is realizing that there needs to be reciprocity, or that's the reason why you're pulling away, because there's no reciprocity, or that's the reason why, you're not really engaging because something isn't, But okay, because here's the other thing. I feel like this is someone that wants to tell you how they feel. They want to invest. Ouch. And they want to they want to make some type of offer. They're just really in their head about it. But I don't think that's going to last for long, because I don't see it. Yeah, it just gives the energy of like you don't have time for that, and you're just kind of pulling away. Okay. Now, if this isn't a person, this is you. This is still an energy of you feeling like you want to act, you want to move, but how you feel and how to go about moving towards something hasn't really clicked yet. Or you try to go solely based off of your feelings and how you feel about a project or how you feel about a thing without a logical plan, and it's failed. So this is going to be an energy with short journey. I still don't see you being conflicted for long, because I see you finding another way to do something. You're seeing something from a different point of view. It's like you're sacrificing the feel good part. Like, this is the energy of like, I want to run my own business. I like the business, part of it. I like the creating. I like the services. I like the products. I like the marketing. But when it comes to like the paperwork and the license and keeping track of receipts and all that, I don't like that part. That's just an example. So this is the energy of you realizing I need to put the way I feel aside. If I really want this to be successful, or if I really want to be successful, or to see the energy that I'm putting into this really come back to me in return, I'm gonna have to take action towards some of the things I don't really want to in this. This is also an energy of like, I need to stop letting, like, if you have I'm sorry, if you have like a side job or something, like, this is the energy of like, I need to stop using my job as a hobby and really focus in on it like a real career, and knowing that that's what you need to do. Like, you're putting your emotions aside and really hankering down in on something because you need to. That's what's holding you back. Some type of structure, or you BSing around what you really want to do versus what has to be done. So I have things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Oh, they said use this one. Okay. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. Oh, okay. Ooh. Yeah, a change is coming, and a change is going to be coming awful quick. This has to do with money, finances. This has to do with money. Ooh, this has to do with money that's owed to you. If you have money that is owed to you, I feel like whatever actions you are planning to take to get that money that is owed to you will be successful. Number one. Okay. Number two. Yeah. Number two. I feel like you are taking the right steps by not, there's something you're not talking about. I feel like you guys intuitively just have this strong, okay. If you have been intuitively kind of feeling like you're wanting a new car, and you intuitively start feeling like I'm going to get this new car soon, you are correct. You are correct. That's what it. See what I'm saying? Look, I feel like even if you don't know where the money is going to come from, you just intuitively know. If for those of you guys who are looking for a car, or there's a particular car that you want, you're going to be getting this car. You may not even know where the money is going to come from, but just intuitively, you know it's going to happen. You are correct. This is really specific. Please don't take this with the Six of Cups energy here. I don't know why I get an energy of, I know what the Six of Cups mean, but I still get a community support type of energy, but it doesn't feel like this realm. Like this feels like ancestral community support is surrounding you. And High Priestess is here, and you may already know, that you may have certain ancestors or certain people that watch over you. I don't know, take what resonates, leave the rest. This just feels like you may start to get more download. This is very specific. It's not for everybody, but you may be getting certain downloads or certain things that are letting you know, like, it's time to pick up my car, or like go to check out the dealership, or just whatever. Or, that car I drive by all the time, that's my car, just take what resonates. Okay. But for others of you guys, you are headed in a direction where you're finding balance within your money, your finances, your immediate community surroundings with your children, if you have any. You're coming out of some type of financial struggle or poverty. And it doesn't have to be like financial. This could even be just like, survival mode. But with the Justice card here, some of you guys, this is legal. Like, this is giving an energy of like, if somebody has not, like, maybe you're in a lawsuit with, a certain person, or you're in a child support situation. This is just the energy of like, it's not always going to be this way. Okay. Like, things are going to start turning around. You're going to get back the money that is owed to you, or this person is going to start paying like they're supposed to. Like, it's kind of giving that energy or that vibe. Okay. Pleasure with a close friend. Excuse me. Pleasure with a close friend. Pleasure with a close friend. Now, this could be a friend that's had their eye on you for a little bit of a minute. So this is kind of giving like a divine timing sort of thing. Some of you guys may have a friend that comes in to help you out financially, but it's like divine timing or like divine intervention. You may not even tell this friend what's going on, and they're just like, I just wanted to, you remember 3 years ago when you let me borrow, or when you let me stay at your house? I just wanted to, there's something for some of you guys, it's like something that took place in the past. A friend may just feel like, hey, I never paid you, or I wanted to give you something. You remember that month where I was going through something and I got to stay at your house? I know you said it wasn't a big deal, but it's always bothered me. And now that I have it, I kind of want to give that back to you. But it's like it happens right when you need it. It's happening right when you're in this. I don't see any lack cards here. So when I say right when you need it, it's like an energy of you're doing okay, but this kind of tops it off so you can pay extra things. I don't know what exactly this is, but it does look like it it doesn't look like you're in the need of the money, but it looks like it gives you where you can pay off something that now you don't have to come out of your pocket to like pay off the rest of that loan, or to, pay off something, or to deal with something, whatever this is. It's like it doesn't have to come out of your pocket now. That's for some of you, not for all of you. With the other pleasure with the close friend here, because that was just like a random through situation. But for the rest of y'all, it's like divine intervention comes in. Some of you guys have this kind of looks like a like a friend situation where somebody is intentionally some it's like somebody has something going on and they're not giving to you necessarily like they should, like time, energy. Now this doesn't have to be a romantic situation, but for some of you it is. There's a friend here that is not in a stable situation to offer you more than friendship right now, but they're also kind of watching you closely to make sure that nobody else is offering you anything either. Now, whatever this is, I do see divine intervention. So if they're trying to block something that truly is destined for you, they're not going to be able to. But for others of you, I mean, the divine may be taking a hand in helping this person kind of get some things together to move in your favor. If this is not a romantic situation, I still see it, because it's so weird. And I say weird because you're not telling anybody about this. You're not telling anybody about this. You're keeping this to yourself. But however this friend comes in, this friend may offer to, hey, I'm going out tonight and I want you to come. And you could be like, no, I have to work. I got all these things going on. I can't. And they're like, no, it's on me. There's something here where you have a friend that's getting intuitive downloads, or there's some type of divine intervention that's coming in. But this is a friend that listens. This is a friend that is intuitively inclined, because they're going to listen to the download when it's given to them. And they may not even tell you, I don't know why Spirit told me to come and swing by and pick you up, but they just did, But this is someone that is offering you some type of stability, reciprocity, information. They may even reach out and ask you a weird, like a weird person, like, hey, I know it's Monday, but get dressed so we can go out and just have a couple of drinks. You're like, it's a Monday. What do you mean? But it's like the energy that you're in here is there something that you're trying to do, and you're really trying to be independent. You're trying to figure it out on your own. Um, and spirit is sending you help in the form of a very intuitive friend. And for some of you, this is going to a friendship that may have been casual. You may find the reason as to why somebody is, what their purpose is in your life. Because for some of you, this is someone that may even come through with a message or some type of guidance or information or wisdom that moves you in some type of direction that you've been at a crossroad about. It's like you talking to spirit and asking spirit for some type of guidance or help, but they send it through a friend. Okay. And, but through that interaction, for some of you, you're going to become close with this person. This is somebody that you're going to realize there's a reason why spirit felt it was safe enough to pass this message or the answers through this person. It's for something, because there's a purpose for this friendship. There's a purpose for this connection. Okay. All right. Now let me know what you think. All right. We're changing things up a little bit. Okay. Because we're all about elevation and transformation over here. All right. So you guys let me know what you guys think. Leave your comments and think, ooh, and I'm sorry, I forgot to change my banner. But y'all know, mutable signs, y'all know that was you. I forgot to change my banner. But I love you guys so much. Go ahead and make sure that you like, comment, and share. And I will see you guys in the next one.